So Napoleon decided to invade Russia in 1812. Sounds smart, right?
Wrong.
He marches 600,000 soldiers into the coldest winter ever recorded. People are freezing, horses are starving, and somehow he thinks, yeah, we'll just keep going. By the time they reach Moscow, the city's abandoned. No food, no shelter, nothing. And he still doesn't turn back immediately. Soldiers are dying like crazy. Frostbite is everywhere. He retreats. Less than 100,000 survive. That's not strategy. That's chaos on a biblical level. I'm reading this thinking, this is insane. How did anyone survive this? History textbooks make it sound calm, but this was pure human disaster. Absolute chaos.
What do you mean Napoleon got attacked by rabbits? Yeah, that Napoleon conquered Europe. Military genius. So this is after a victory. He's relaxed, feeling untouchable. Someone suggests a rabbit hunt. Easy, fun, no risk. They bring cages, they open them, and the rabbits don't run. They just stare. Then they start moving forward. Slow at first, then more, then all of them. They surround him, climbing his boots, jumping at his coat. Napoleon starts backing up. The generals are yelling. People are waving sticks. Nothing is working. Because these aren't wild rabbits. They're tame pets. They think he's the guy with the food. So now it's a full swarm. Napoleon bolts for his carriage, and the rabbits chase him down the road. Still coming. The most feared man in Europe retreating from bunnies. Fluff folded. History's wildest L. What do you mean an army lost a battle because of cats? So this is ancient Egypt. War breaks out. Armies marching. Weapons ready. The Persian army shows up outside a city. They're outnumbered. This should be a disaster. Then someone notices something. Cats. Everywhere. Egyptians worship cats. Harming one, instant panic. So the Persians do something unhinged. They grab cats, strap them to shields, carry them into battle. Now the Egyptians freeze. They can't attack. They can't throw weapons. They can't move. Because hitting the enemy means hitting cats. The Persian army walks forward. No resistance. No fight. An entire city falls. Because nobody wanted to hurt a cat. History's craziest counter. 9 lives, 0 chances. Ever heard about the dancing plague of 1518? Happened in Strasbourg, modern-day France. One woman just walks into the street and starts dancing. Totally normal, right? Wrong. Within days, 100 people joined. No music, no DJ, no vibes.
Just feet possessed, like...
For real. Sweating, collapsing, literally dropping mid-dance. No clue why, and honestly, neither do scientists today. Shops closed, streets jammed, and the city was like, what even is happening? Imagine eating lunch while everyone's doing a non-stop cardio TikTok challenge around you. People couldn't stop, you know? Eventually, the city just said, okay, let them dance it out. Imagine living through that. What would you do?
Tell me why Australia literally fought a war against birds. Like actually declared war on emus. This is when I realized Earth is just speedrunning side quests. Farmers were like, hey, our crops are getting destroyed. The government heard that and said, cool, send the military. Not fences, not solutions. No, they pulled up with machine guns like they were fighting a boss battle. And the emus, they did not care. 20,000 giant birds sprinting everywhere like it's a Fortnite lobby. Soldiers tried to shoot them, and the birds split into squads and disappeared into the bushes like trained commandos. One gun jammed immediately. Another broke because the truck they mounted it on was bouncing
like a Roblox zombie.
The emus were literally outrunning vehicles. Some were tanking bullets and still running like they had armor upgrades. Major Meredith, the officer in charge, straight up said these birds had the durability of tanks. Imagine losing a war, and the enemy doesn't even know there's a war. 10,000 bullets. Barely any emus taken out. Australia basically rage quit the mission. Next update, we're getting penguins with sniper rifles, I swear.
I'm actually convinced the 1904 Olympic Marathon was just a public server with 0 mods. None of this should have been allowed. The guy who finished first didn't even run the whole race. He got tired at mile 9, hopped into his manager's car for 11 miles, then jumped out near the finish line and tried to claim the win.
Real life speed glitch.
Another runner stopped mid-race to eat apples he found on the road. They were rotten, so he got sick and took a nap for an hour. And there's a guy who got chased an entire mile off course by aggressive stray dogs. Not a joke. Literal NPCs. And the actual winner, his coaches fed him rat poison and brandy to boost his energy. He was hallucinating, could barely stand, had to be carried across the finish line. So yeah, if you think Roblox lobbies are unmoderated, just remember, this was the Olympics. Bro, imagine being so addicted to a drink that you trade an entire navy for a refill. This actually happened. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union tried Pepsi and got hooked. Problem is, their money was useless outside their country. 0 credits, no V-Bucks. So instead of paying cash, they sent a trade request, and Pepsi accepted it. What did Pepsi get? Warships, submarines, destroyers. Enough firepower to become one of the biggest navies on Earth, overnight. For a moment, a soda company had more ships than most countries. The Pepsi CEO even joked, we're dismantling the Soviet Union faster than you are. Absolute admin behavior. Of course, Pepsi couldn't actually deliver soda with submarines, so they sold them for scrap. Still though, a drink company with a navy.